Hello there fellow viewer, my name is Gabriel and this is day 7 of my reading Shadowhunters for the very first time vlog series. I have been reading quite a bit, so let's get to it. I actually forgot to mention yesterday something that was briefly mentioned and I want to bring up, and that is the fact that every Shadowhunter is supposed to live and be paid and be treated equally. Everyone is supposed to be on the same level of quality of life, of, I don't know, employment. Everyone is supposed to live their lives in a more or less non-contrasting way. So I found it just completely sickening that Alicante's elite, you know, the rich families, have become rich, have risen in society because of blood money. Because the first chance they get, they go ahead and kill the downworlders that have deviated from the accords or from the law or whatever. I hate that. This tiny bit of information actually gives you a little bit of insight of where exactly Valentine is coming from. You know, not the part where he wants to rid the world of downworlders, but the part where the way of life that the Clave leads, or that they claim they lead, is wrong and unfair. And although I do not at all agree with his methods, something has to be done about the way that lives are led in Idris and in Alicante and the Shadowhunters all over the world. This whole elite thing, these connections that some families have with the Clave, that's gotta go, you know. That is the whole reason Hodge betrayed our main cast of characters in City of Bone. If he was going to be punished, then the Lightwoods were supposed to be punished as well. And because of their family connections, they weren't. So that has to change. Next thing I want to mention is yesterday I brought up what I thought was going to happen between Jace and Alec about the way Alec feels towards him. And we did get a small confrontation, but all I can think is, please let that not be all. I really hope that this isn't the only time that they talk about Alec's feelings, because that scene was just so underwhelming. Just, it left me so unsatisfied. So many things still have to be said. And so I really hope that sometime in the series they still, you know, sit down and have this talk that needs to happen. And on top of everything, Jace was just, I feel like, hurting everyone I know. Let's hurt Alec. Just like he shouted at Clary earlier. Again, Jace really needs to control himself. I really want to see that conversation between them. Just like I also mentioned yesterday, I'm sorry I'm getting a bit repetitive, I really can't wait to see Alec growing comfortable with his feelings. And I know that Magnus is going to be a very important, integral, crucial, vital part of everything that is going to go down with Alec. I think Magnus is going to make him see that it's okay to be feeling what he's feeling, and he's just going to come into his life in a time when he really needs someone to support him and be there for him and tell him that everything is okay. And I really think that Magnus is going to be that person, and I really can't wait to see how their relationship goes. Clary went up to this Ragnar Fell dude who was actually Magnus, and he said that Alec was treating him kind of coldly, so I really hope that Alec realizes that everything is okay and nothing is wrong with him. And yeah. Okay, next subject. Sebastian. I want to talk about Sebastian. Let's put aside the fact that I was spoiled for something, you know, supposedly huge. I just got off reading the part where he kissed Clary, and something is definitely wrong. This feeling that she has of familiarity, this wrong feeling that she was getting when they kissed, something is just so off. Just like it's so suspicious that he immediately felt attracted to her when they met. Something is brewing and I really want to know what it is. My mind works in a really strange way. I started thinking about how Clary has these romantic feelings for her brother, Jace, and somehow she recognizes Sebastian from somewhere or someplace, and when they kissed she felt wrong. So I started thinking about, what if Sebastian is supposed to be her brother and not Jace, and some things just got mixed up and bam, Sebastian's her brother instead of Jace. I don't know, it's a weird theory, and I really doubt that it's true, but then again, when I thought Valentine was Clary's father, I also thought I was wrong. So he might be related to them in a way, maybe not her brother, but I don't know, just something is going to go down and it's not going to be pretty. Thankfully, Simon is not going to be tortured. Jace and Isabel have agreed to bring him blood so that he doesn't starve, so that the torture mechanism that the Inquisitor was wanting to use on Simon won't work. So he's really just buying everyone time, and he's sacrificing himself for it. Can I just say how far Simon has come so far? I mean, he started off as this mundane, not knowing absolutely anything best friend to CRAY, and now he is a vampire sacrificing himself for these people that he even thinks wouldn't do the same for him. And I just praise this guy's selflessness because I love him. And so far that is it. That is all I have to say right now, and I will see you later when I have more thoughts and opinions. Okay, so everything exploded. I knew Valentine was lurking in the shadows, and I was waiting for something huge to happen, for him to reveal himself in quite an explosive way. But A, I was expecting it to be towards the end of the book, and B, I wasn't expecting it to be at this scale. So the attack on Alicante happened, and whoa, everything went down and up and sideways and everywhere, just bam. I have to say, I was waiting for a huge epic battle scene to happen in City of Glass, but I haven't even reached the book's halfway point. I was expecting it to be another big finale, not a halfway thing. And now that everything just went completely haywire, the book can go any direction. Anything can happen. I cannot wait to read it. So obviously Sebastian did something to Isabel. I don't know what yet because I haven't read it. For the third time now, I was spoiled that he was, not the best of characters. I still have no idea what his deal is, though. There was also this scene where they found an angel in the Wayland Manor cellar, and whoa, that scene was just crazy. So many things happened. They had these visions, and apparently Jace has demon blood in him. Whoa, doesn't that kind of make him a down roller, though? If he has angel and demon blood in him, isn't he, a fae? So confusing now. Whoa. And now he has something to put the blame on for his feelings for his sister, and Clary just isn't having that because she doesn't have demon blood and she is in love with him. So many things are happening, They had a very passionate kiss, which made me cringe because I don't like this idea of Jace and Clary being together. I just don't. That is my opinion. I'm sorry if you disagree, but I don't ship it. They're siblings. It's just, things are crazy now in Alicante, and I just got to the chapter where Simon is in the prison trying to break free, so we'll see what happens with him. These scenes that we are getting about Alec talking about his feelings are just so unsatisfyingly small and so tiny. I need more. I need a serious conversation, either between Alec and Magnus, or Alec and Jace, or Alec and Jace and Magnus. Something that is just a little bit more satisfying and not as underwhelming as it's been so far. Magnus and Alec were fighting the demon. During their downtime, they were just casually talking about deep feelings, and of course they got cut off. Of course, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I cannot wait to see where everything goes from this point on. Again, everything is crazy. Who knows what will happen? Okay, now I'm about 90% sure that Sebastian is actually Clary's brother. Not only because of, again, the wrongness that she felt while kissing him, but now this whole thing with Samuel and Hodge went down. But Simon says his blood tastes weird, and Hodge was pointing at him saying that he wasn't Jonathan. Jace was coming over and he said, "Not you," and just before he died, he said, "You were never," passes away. I do not know how. I'm almost completely convinced that Sebastian is actually Clary's brother, which just makes things so much easier. I actually completely forgot to mention Samuel in the other clips. It was a little bit suspicious, and I knew he probably would have a bigger part to play on everything, but I would never have expected Hodge, honestly. Nope. In case I do not update you later tonight, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've been enjoying the videos. I will see you tomorrow for more Shadowhunter stuff. Goodbye!